Hi everyone, so I will present my research paper entitled Motivation and Freedom of the Will. The review of the literature shows the gap on how phenomenology, particularly on Feinder's theory of motivation, accounts on human freedom and in the face of social influences, while many critics argues on Feinder's idea that motives guide rather than determine the human will. They address that does this claim holds true beyond individual experiences and within the broader societal context. So I ask whether motivation, as described by Feinder, can consistently guide the will without determining it, even in social influences. So to this, I answer that motivation can indeed guide but does not determine the human will, preserving freedom as a responsibility rather than reducing it as a mechanical causality. I say this because first, Ranger clearly describes or distinguishes motives and causes where motives are presented as meaningful reasons. They are direct but does not compel actions. The will remains free or open whether to accept it or reject it. So it preserves human freedom as personal responsibility. Second, the phenomenological account on how it sees freedom not as a randomness or randomly arbitrary, but it is a structured process of responding to such motives. As where Johnson notes, motives can be evaluated in terms of importance, and thus the will navigates not just blindly but it is reflective. And third, motivation expands um, the possibilities without enforcing specific path or outcome, striving as what Mertens described. It is an openness to value, showing that even strong motives can create a space for free, meaningful decisions rather than determining outcomes. Um, Objections include the following. Number one, without causal determination, freedom might become arbitrary or absurd. Number two, social and cultural factors can shape motives to the point where freedom is constrained. Number three, Finder's view appears overly individualistic, neglecting broader societal contexts that influence the motives. To these objections, I answer that um, freedom is not arbitrary because motives are not random impulses. They are structured, um, where the will chooses among meaningful options, making freedom guided but not determined. Second, although the social factors can influence motivation, but it does not mechanically determine the will. Where Finder's distinction between influence and causality allows freedom within context, where we act in a society but are not compelled or forced by it. Finally, third, the objection that Finder overlooks societal context allows an expansion rather than a rejection of his view, where Lloyd's work shows how phenomenology can account for intersubjective and political dimensions, which strengthens rather than contradict on Finder's theory. So, to conclude, simply motivation does not determine, but it guides the human will, offering meaningful reasons that appeal to freedom without compelling it. This maintains our human dignity, where individuals are responsible for their own choices, even though it is influenced by powerful motives. Ultimately, motivation preserves freedom by shaping the field of decision without determining the outcome.